Hey guys, I just picked up a couple of new pieces of gear from Mystery Ranch and I'm really excited about getting to use them for this next hunting season. I thought I'd put together a quick little video about some of my first impressions of these things. Keep in mind I got them yesterday, so this is by no means a complete review. It's just a first look, first impressions of these different pieces of gear. First up, we've got the Quick Draw Bino harness. And I'm liking it so far. There's a few things I'm not so sure about and a few things that I really like. First of all, it's very comfortable. You put it on and get it situated to you, tighten all the straps the way they're supposed to, and then you just kind of forget that it's there. Got a couple of pockets on the sides so that you can keep your wind checkers and your calls and different things that you need fast access to in there. So it's got this little magnetic stud that is the sort of locking keeper for the top flap. So it works really fast to just drop it in, unhook it. There's a little bit of bungee to this, so it tightens and holds tight. And then you can just pull your binos out of there and get to work. Seems pretty slick. One thing I've noticed so far is that the top flap tends to just close automatically on you, so you can't just use them and drop them back in. It's going to be a two-handed operation. Can't really get it in there one-handed. Again, further use of this, I'll get the hang of it. But just first thoughts. One other thing, see, that magnetic locking tab actually locked up on its own. So when it's got the little bit of pressure from the eye cups pushing up against it, you do have to kind of get it lined up, but it seems like it just drops itself in place, just like that, when it's not being pushed against. So far, these don't fit into the cavity unless I straighten them back out. So you fold them to the contour of your face and you try to stuff them in there, and it's kind of slow going. Seems like it works a lot better to straighten them back out, drop them in, and then they slide right in. That may loosen up with use over time. One thing that I don't like a whole lot is actually these keepers. So when you don't have time to just drop them back in, or you're not in a hurry to put them back into the harness, they should just hang from that, but unfortunately they don't hold up very well. You slide them up to where you think you want it to hang. I want it to hang pretty much right in the same spot, but the weight of the binoculars pretty much just undoes what you just did. So seems like there's some refinement there that needs to be done. I can find a way to secure these and not make them move with a little bit of sewing or some zip ties or something, but it would be nice if they just locked themselves in there. I do really like that it's just quick little clips and you can take these off and hand them to your buddy or your kid or whoever doesn't have binos at the time. So it's a pretty fast way to get them in and out of there. So then it also has one zippered pocket on the front. I would say this is roughly, the size of my hand, the size of my wallet. You could keep your phone, you could keep your tags, a knife, other things that you kind of want to get to quick like. But anyway, that's really the initial impression of this. It's very secure when you get it cinched up right. It does have bungees so that you get it close to what you want, and then it stretches to fit. If you're breathing in and out, it'll move with you a little bit. It's a big kind of padded cross in the back, so it's very comfortable. You don't have straps cutting into you. And if I bend over, it's kind of an awkward little view there, but if I bend over, it stays tight to my chest. It doesn't fall out like the last harness that I used did. So anyway, other than the fact that these keepers tend to just go wherever they want to, and the main pouch makes you fold the binos back to straight, those are my only two real complaints with it so far. And I can find a solution for these, that's no problem, and I assume that that main compartment is going to sort of stretch and get used to the way I want my binos to be in there. So anyway, that's the Quick Draw Bino harness, and I'm looking forward to giving it a test.